My name is Jenny McClintock, and I am the theater teacher at Huntington Beach High School and the acting department chair at Huntington Beach Academy for the Performing Arts. I teach theater because it's the best way to teach critical thinking skills, empathy, and celebration of your true authentic self. And I think those are some of the most important skills we can learn today. I'm going to talk about some policies that I'm implementing or thinking about implementing in my teaching practice, but they fall under the same category of grace, giving my students grace. Back in October of 2021, I had the pleasure of observing Gavin Ellers, Teacher of the Year Gavin Ellers at Marina High School, AP Bio. And he said something that really stuck with me. He said that he accepts all late work and he accepts it at full credit. And he gave his reasoning, which was that his job was to prepare them for the AP test in May. And if they were turning in the work and learning the material by May, then he was doing his job, and so were the students. And I thought, well, I can do that to my students as well. I can offer them that same situation. So I started to implement that right away. And so far, it's been great. You know, students have not taken advantage of it and procrastinated like I may have initially thought. And that's possibly because I build in time in class to allow them to do their work, and I'm there with them and I can help them. But for those students who are not turning in their work or who may be taking a little bit more time to turn in the work, it's been great for them because it allows me to approach them, give them a list of the items that they're missing, give them the materials that they need to complete those assignments, and then letting them know that they can get full credit if they complete the assignment gives them some incentive, first of all, to do the assignment. And then also gives them some hope that the position they're in is recoverable. And that's the message that I want to send to my students, especially with the declining mental health of teenagers that's just so prevalent today. I want to give them that message that I'm here to help you. This is recoverable. We can get through this. And so far, it's been a really great policy, and I'm going to definitely continue it. Something else I'm implementing, and it's maybe not so much a policy, but it's certainly under the same category of giving my students grace, is something I learned at the Apple PD. Thank you, Kendra, for mentioning this. And it's to not take my students' behavior or their attitude personal, not to take it personally. And, you know, it's something that I tend to do because I'm so passionate about my subject and I'm so passionate about the lessons that I teach, and I work so hard on them that if there's a student in the back, you know, on their phone or rolling their eyes or something that I make them do, I take it personally. You know, it hurts. But as Kendra mentioned, she had a personal story of why she decided or discovered to not do that. I also have some personal stories that really made me wake up and say, you know, these kids, some of them are going through a lot. Some of them have had some very traumatic and unfortunate situations happen. And I don't need to be the barrier to their education. That's not my job. My job is to teach them. And so just kind of allowing that has been such a great opportunity for me because it's helping my students. There's no way to help them if I'm pushing against them. But I'm definitely seeing students that were who had pushed against me. I see them now opening up as I'm giving them more grace and I'm giving them more empathy and giving them the benefit of the doubt. So that's really working out. And then finally, something that my mentor just mentioned to me, something she had learned from a mentor of hers, is to not give zeros. And it's something I haven't fully thought it through yet. I'm going to continue thinking about it. But her point is that when a student sees a zero, they think it's hopeless or that it's unrecoverable. But if they see, you know, 50% or 60%, whatever I want to give them that isn't the full credit, it gives them hope that they can recover from this. So I'm not sure if it's going to work for me, especially given the fact that I do give full credit for late work. But maybe for my students who are really just not turning in their work, I can give them a little bit of hope that they aren't getting zeros. They're showing up to class. They may not be turning in work, but they are participating in some way. So it's something I need to keep thinking about and need to consider whether it's going to work in my class or not. But I'm all for something that will help my students, especially if it gives them some grace. So in conclusion, my mission is to teach a rigorous theater curriculum whereby I'm teaching critical thinking skills, empathy, and celebration of your true self. And I can provide the curriculum, I can provide the content, but if I'm not providing empathy for my students, then I certainly can't expect them to develop that skill as well. And I don't think there's any more important skill in the world than empathy. So that's my job and that's my mission. And I'm very pleased and proud to be able to do this. Thank you.